Hi there, welcome to St James's Veterinary Group. I'm Gareth, one of the vets and owners at the practice, and today with a couple of my colleagues we're going to do a quick tour of the practice and show you around. So this is our Parkway branch, based on Gower Road in Sketty. This practice has been open since 2010, but the practice itself has been operating in Swansea for almost 100 years. Don't worry, in that time it's had plenty of change and modernisation, and now with our fantastic team and sort of the very best sort of equipment, we offer a high quality, compassionate service and always happy to tailor that to the individual needs of you and your pet. So we have 5 other branches as well, covering the Swansea, Leith and Morriston areas. We are a local and independent practice, so we're very proud not to be part of a large corporate group. That means we're owned by 3 local vets who live locally, work in the business, and means we really do sort of care about the practice, care about our team, and care about the service that we offer you and your pet. So the Parkway branch is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, which we're really proud of. We have a dedicated team of night nurses and night vets who offer that service, and they're based on site, awake all night looking after any inpatients we have in the hospital. We think that's a really important service. It means you have access to all of your animals' records. There's no need for you to transport your pet to a different provider if they do need sort of ongoing sort of hospitalisation. With some practices require you to move your animal morning and night between 2 practices. But we've got everything based here with our own team and on site, and we're really proud of that. So we have a sort of a large car park which looks very lovely in the Swansea sunshine. So hopefully on arrival parking shouldn't be a problem for you. And then as we move inside, I'll carry on with the tour. So this is our waiting room, and on arrival you should be greeted by our fantastic reception team. We have separate cat and dog waiting areas, trying to minimise any stress for our furry friends. Air conditioned, so hopefully we realise that when you come to the vet it can be stressful, and we want to keep that stress to a minimum. So yes, and we'll move through to the consultation rooms. So we have a number of consultation rooms, and this is where your pet will be examined by our vets. This is Lisa, one of our vets, who's just seen some people. So we've got a number of consultation rooms, again air conditioned, fully equipped, so you can really look after you and your pet on arrival. We do encourage you to sort of see a sort of familiar vet each time you visit. So when you are booking, please feel free to sort of request who you'd like to see when you visit. I think I'll just pass you over to Geraint, one of my colleagues. Over to you, Geraint, to continue the tour.
Hi there, I'm Geraint, I'm one of the directors, and I'm just going to show you some of the bits of the practice you don't normally see. So if we come here to the dog kennels. So this is our fully air-conditioned dog kennels, and we have a range of kennels in here, from walk-in kennels to medium-sized kennels. Typically the canine patient would be either some dog that's coming in for a procedure over the course of today for investigation or surgery, or an animal patient that might be receiving treatment at the practice. So they're all in here, and they're looked after by our dedicated team of RVNs and auxiliary nurses, which are here looking after the patients 24/7, 365 days per year. We've got an area in here which is suitable for exotic species, guinea pigs, rabbits, reptiles, so they're kept away from the cattery and the dog kennels. If you follow me, we'll pop into the prep area. So the prep area, or the preparation area, is the busy hub of every veterinary practice. This is where animals typically are anaesthetised and got ready for surgical procedures or investigations or further diagnostics. On my left here, we've got a bank of kennels which are reserved for critically ill patients or patients that are coming around from procedures. The team are just preparing an animal already for surgery behind me. And leading off the prep area, we've got our surgical soft tissue theatre in here. And we've also got, in a separate airspace, our dental suite in here, where we can take x-rays of your pet's teeth before extractions. And it's really important that this is in a different airspace because in doing dentals you create sort of dirty aerosols. So this is far away from the clean procedures happening next door. So we have got some other rooms behind the prep area that are for automating and sterilising surgical equipment. Not that exciting, but obviously very necessary in a building this size. So if you follow me. And in this room is our state-of-the-art salubrious cattery, complete with mood lighting. So this is where your cat will come, typically when it comes to the Parkway branch, either as an inpatient or if it's sick and needs treatment or further investigation. We spent a lot of time and effort in making sure that your cat's journey through the practice is as enjoyable as possible, and that's why the Parkway branch, together with our Neath and our Pentland branches, are ISFM accredited. So your cat can kick back in here, listen to the sounds of cat TV or cat radio, and enjoy itself while it's here. So if I hand you now over to my colleague and fellow director, David, and he'll talk you through some of the other rooms and equipment we've got sort of behind the scenes here in the Parkway branch. So pass the baton on to David.
Hi guys. This is our imaging suite. So in here we have a room where we're able to do some more advanced diagnostic imaging. So we've got our ultrasound scanner here. This is a really useful piece of kit. We can use it to look for real-time images of abdomens, of chests, of hearts. And we've got all different probes, all the most advanced kit for that. It's something that gets used almost all the time, and it's very, very helpful to have this. The other thing that we have in our imaging suite is this guy, which is the Magic Eye, the endoscopy machine. This has got two different aspects. It's got a relatively wide diameter endoscope for looking into stomachs and gastrointestinal tracts. The other one that it's got is a finer one, which is called the bronchoscope, which is looking into airways and potentially up noses. Again, both of those are super useful, both for imaging and potentially biopsies or foreign body retrieval. So that's what this room in here is used for. This is our orthopedic suite. So in here we do our broken leg repairs, our cruciate ligament surgeries. Anything that involves a joint or a bone effectively goes on in here. This is a special room which is the most sterile room in the building, and we reserve it purely for the orthopedic procedures so that the sterility is always at a maximum. Again, that is something which not every practice in Swansea will do, and we're very proud of the team and the skill set that they have to be able to do those kind of surgeries. This is our digital X-ray suite. So in here we got our X-ray machine, which obviously takes the X-rays of anything that we need to get an image for. We can use this for backs, limbs, chests, abdomens, basically any part of the body that we need to get a picture for. That gives us an image on the screen almost instantaneously, which is a digital image. We can zoom and crop and scan and manipulate those. This gives you an example of what we would use this for. So this is a little dog with a broken leg. You can see the fracture in the two parts here, and then this would be afterwards, after we've applied the plates, so that little dog's fixed and doing very well. So that gives a little bit of an overview of what sort of image you get and how useful it is. These are our isolation facilities. So in this room here is where we keep our dogs. They have got nice, big, comfortable walking kennels, plenty of space, and critically, they are physically separated from the rest of the patients. So if there's anything they may have that potentially could be infectious, then that means that they're isolated by themselves and nice and safe from all the other patients. The other thing that we have is our cat isolation, which again is completely separate from our dog isolation. So any feline patients that potentially could have something which could be infectious for other patients, they are in a completely separate room. They're upstairs, and again, it's nice and relaxed because both the species are completely physically separate from each other. this is our laboratory facility. Again, we've got access to this 24 hours a day. It links instantly to all our patients' accounts, and that includes all the branches. It all gets linked through straight away. We've got a really comprehensive suite of machines which do biochemistry, hematology, lots of different things that we can test for if a patient is sick, that we get a result for pretty much within 15 minutes. So that's a super useful facility to have. We don't have to send them off. It's all done here, and we get the results almost straight away. Again, we've got 2 different machines, so we've always got a backup if there's any kind of failure. So it's a super comprehensive service, and we're really proud of this. And yeah, it's really useful. So there we go, everybody. That is the end of the tour of the Parkway building. Hopefully that has given you a little bit of an inside view as to what the building's like on the inside, what sort of things we do here. The one thing that we probably can't fully demonstrate in the video is just how nice, compassionate, caring and capable our team of vets and nurses and receptionists are. We've got an amazing group of people here, and they are all 100% dedicated to what we do, and we are very proud of them. We look forward to seeing you soon.